Okay, so I want to talk about common debt reducer. What exactly is common debt reducer in lending terms? So let's say you and I, we have a joint property,
Okay.
and we want to now buy. Let's say I want to buy another property. We already have a property, a joint property, and I personally want to buy another property.
Mm-hmm.
But my borrowing capacity is not enough to service the loan. So the common debt reducer is only some banks use it, not all the banks. So common debt reducer is that they will accept. Okay, let me take a step back and explain properly.
Mm-hmm.
So if you and I apply for a loan, then obviously the bank will look at our income, joint income, and look at our expenses. So let's say we've got two households. You live in a different house, I live in a different house. So the bank will then consider two separate households' expenses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I go to the same bank or the other bank to apply for another property. The new bank, they'll say, okay, you have a joint property with Judy, for example,
Yep.
and we will obviously we will need to consider that debt because legally even if it's a joint debt, but I'm still responsible for the whole debt. Tomorrow, God forbid, something happens to you, so I'm responsible for the whole debt, right?
Yeah.
Or vice versa. So when we go to the new bank, in their calculator, what they say is that if Judy's also earning and I'm also earning, then what they'll do, they just have a look at your pay slips, which is a proof that you're earning,
Yep.
and then they will only take my expenses, not your expenses. Which means that even if I have a property joint with you, I don't have to again, show your expenses also in my new calculation, in my new property purchase. That's in a way is called common debt reducer. There's so many other things as well, but that's one part of it. But I'll let you know the other part maybe in the next series. Then.
All right.